Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Here to look at the best pre-built PC gaming offers on Amazon for the end of April. Gotta say, the options right now are fairly slim pickings. Whenever I talk about the pre-built PC market, I like to assess what price point is ideal to pay in whatever market situation we are in. Honestly, there's only one level of PC that I think from a value proposition standpoint, if you're in the pre-built market, is really worth it right now, and that's probably gonna be like north of the $1,500 range and closer to the $1,700 to $2,000 range, where I feel like you're getting a good amount of value, you're gonna get longevity out of your PC. And when people talk about a lot of the benefits of PC gaming and a lot of the great things, a PC like that is really going to be able to execute on that. Obviously, a lower-end PC is going to be able to execute on a lot of the benefits as well. Mods and cheaper games and so on and so forth. There's a lot of benefits, but when you look at some of the offers, and you gotta be pretty careful because Amazon be selling like pre-built PCs that are $1,200 with GTX 1660s in it, which like nobody should be buying that. There are options at sub $1,000, only one that I'm gonna mention. And then there's another option at $1,300 that, just isn't that great. You guys already know why these PCs are so expensive. With the GPUs being so pricey, these computers are just inherently going to be a little bit on the pricier side, but be a little bit selective, and at the end of the day, most of you guys just need a gaming rig, so, it's more of an instance of people getting gouged. But there is a couple of options that I think are quite good, again, in that higher price threshold. And I know that a lot of people are going to be looking for like an RTX 5080 pre-built computer. Brothers, the price points on those are like excruciatingly high. Like they are quite high to say the least. But I'll mention them, but I'll get to that at the end of this video. Right off the bat, if you do want to stay at under $1,000, really the only option that's available is an RTX 4060 PC. There is the CyberPowerPC Gamer Xtreme, that's $900 with an i5-13400F, an RTX 4060, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 1TB SSD. The sub $1,000 PC builds do have their shortcomings. 16 gigs of RAM wouldn't be ideal at this stage of the game. Like, you would want 32 gigs of RAM, but you're gonna go with 16 gigs when you're at a cheaper price point like this. But a 4060 can still definitely handle a lot of games, especially if you're gaming at 1080p with a 4060, you're gonna do pretty damn well. And you look at all those people gaming at 1080p, a 4060 is still going to be able to manage its own. Like, I have a buddy that has a 4060, he plays the majority of new releases. He just finished Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. He's about to play Expedition 33. He's still having a great time playing his games. It's just, he's not gaming at 4K. He's okay with dropping a setting here and there, and a 4060 can certainly still get you by, and for $900, I don't think this is the worst option in the world. There are a couple of 4060 pre-built PCs that are available on Amazon. You might want to look at the gaming PC that has an i5-13400F, a 4060, there's no 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, a 1TB SSD, fairly well reviewed as well. I'll leave a link to that in the description box below as well, because that might be a better option, and it is on sale right now. Typically $960, but it's on sale for $900. There is a $1,300 gaming PC option. I'm not crazy about this one. The Skytech Gaming Nebula with a Ryzen 5 5600X. It does have an RTX 4070, a 1TB NVMe SSD, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, which is a bummer there. I would have liked to see 32 gigabytes. It does note a 600 watt gold power supply as well. $1,300 on that. A 4070 is still solid in my main gaming rig. I do have a 4070. I play games at 4K. Yes, I know. 4070 at 4K is a little bit of a stretch, but, I can't max every game out at 4K, but with the utilization of DLSS and whatnot, I can have a pretty good experience. I'm playing all the new releases. I beat Spider-Man 2, playing it with a 4070 at 4K. I'm having a pretty good time, and the GPU is still certainly very, very capable. So if you do want to lean on the Nvidia side and you're at this price threshold where you don't want to go over $1,500, but you want to go a little bit over $1,000, this isn't a bad option either at $1,300. It's one of the better ones that you'll see on Amazon right now. Then we're getting into the territory of PCs that I think we are cooking as far as a value proposition standpoint, and that's what you ideally want out of buying a pre-built PC. You want to get the most amount of value possible, and I think with the 9070 XT PCs, that's where you're getting the most amount of value. Skytech Chronos Ryzen 7 7700 3.8 GHz with an RX 9070 XT, 2TB NVMe SSD, and 32 gigs of RAM. Okay, we are cooking with heat as far as those specs are concerned. $1,900 for that, obviously on the expensive side, but 4K gaming is doable with a 9070 XT, an excellent GPU. We have some footage of a plethora of games running on this GPU, and we consistently test it. We do use a different pre-built from Skytech on our test, but we've played Oblivion, we've played Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I'll get some footage of that up soon, and yeah, it's a monster of a GPU. And given that the 9070 XT does go for a hefty price point on the secondary market, just because it's so hard to find in stock, let's look up a 9070 XT. You're talking about a GPU that's going for, you know, $850 to $900, hence the more hefty price point of some of these PCs. It's really just leaning on the GPU price, but $1,900 on that, and the GPU is great. The GPU is excellent as far as performance is concerned. It does very, very well, so that is the Skytech Chronos. Then you do have the Skytech Rampage, which is the PC that we have been doing a lot of our testing on. Ryzen 7 9700X and RX 9070 XT, 2TB SSD, NVMe SSD, 32 gigabytes of RAM, and that's $2,100, obviously at a heftier price point, but a monster of a PC from my testing so far. We've played all of the newest releases, and it's done very, very well. So a 9070 XT there. The 9070 XT in general, if you're looking to do an upgrade on your existing PC and you've got something that can support a 9070 XT, like, the GPU itself is just great from a value proposition standpoint. So highly recommend that, and the fact that it's got 16 gigabytes of VRAM, I think that is just killer for the price point. So definitely a good shout there. Another 9070 XT build, the Skytech King. This has a Ryzen 7 7800X 3D, 4.2 gigahertz RX 9070 XT, 16 gigs, 1 terabyte NVMe, 32 gigabytes. So there you go with that, another option there. And then I did want to mention a couple of the 5070, 5080 options, which I don't think are excellent right now, but I know a lot of people do want to just go with an Nvidia GPU. The Skytech Azure Ryzen 7 7700X 4.5 gigahertz CPU with a RTX 5070, 12 gigabyte GDDR7, 1 terabyte SSD. That's $1,850, 32 gigabytes of RAM, by the way. Not crazy about that price point, but if you look at how much an RTX 5070 is going for, like a 5070 is going for a significant amount as well. You're looking at the, you know, $750 range, $700 range. So I actually like the 9070 XT options way more than this 5070 option. So that's the side I would lean with. But yeah, if you do want an Nvidia GPU, and then the 5080 options are just, like, we're wilding out here. A CyberPowerPC Gamer Supreme with the 5080, $2,850. I just think that's insane. You know, spending $3,000 after taxes on a gaming PC is a little bit insanity to me. A 5080, to be fair, does go for $1,300 all the way up to $1,400, $1,500, $1,600 even if you do buy it on the secondary market. So that's where a lot of the value of this PC comes from. But yeah, again, that's a significant price to pay. Like $2,000, around that range, $2,100 for that Rampage Skytech build. That's like my ceiling. So whenever I look at something that's north of 25, to me it's a little bit vomit inducing. And I mean, I produce videos, this is my job, and I still look at this as a little bit vomit inducing. But you know what, more power to you if you want to check it out. But this is the best 5080 options you're going to get on the pre-built market. So that's going to do it for me. I'll leave links to all of these in the description box below. Really, I would check out the 9070 XT builds right now. I think they're the best. I think that's going to give you the best performance, the best price point that you're paying. You're going to get a lot of value, longevity, and again, if you're getting a 9070 XT, bare minimum game at 1440p. If you're getting a 9070 XT and you're gaming at 1080p, you're overkilling at that point. Like, if you're gaming at 1080p, genuinely a 4060 can get you by, especially with things like DLSS, man. Like, we're getting some really great performance out of these older GPUs, but, you know, I know a lot of people are gaming at 1440p and 4K. When it comes to picking what PC to buy, a lot of it comes down to your expectations, and while we talk about, you know, gaming at 1440p and 4K, a lot of you guys still want to game at 1080p. You see nothing wrong with gaming at 1080p, and if you're gaming at 1080p, a lot of these PCs are going to be overkill. You know, that 4070 PC at 1080p, man, you're getting a behemoth at 1080p with a 4070. 4060 at 1080p, again, is going to do fairly well. So that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Links to everything in the description box below. Peace. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.